Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Quarter Moon Tarot. We are doing the monthly reading for May. So, you've got two cards for the first week of May. All right, let's continue. For the second week of May, what do we get? I'm not going to take a card which is opened up, and these are too many. Okay, I wouldn't know how to place them. So, we will just resume our shuffling. And I think I need to cut the deck. That's your second week, third week card, and this is your fourth week card. So let's see what you start with, Cancer. What do you start May with? Open your heart to love, balance career and home life. Okay. So, for you, you might be feeling a little out of balance with respect to activities in life. You might be a little too busy with something, and then that's when the balance gets a little skewed. So you are being urged that do something else and see what is it that you like to do. Open your heart to love. I think it's more about doing what you love. Listen to your feelings, listen to what your heart is telling you, and if you do that, you'll get a balance in your activities, you'll get a balance in life, you'll get your balance in day-to-day affairs. Okay. So, to bring that balance, just, tune into what your heart wants to do, and I think follow through with that. Let's see what the tarot is going to tell us. We are working with the witches today. So, let's see. Wow. See, it's the Justice card. It's a time to balance things. And we have the Two of Swords, and we have the Devil card. Okay. So, as I was saying, that there is something which is a little lopsided, and it is becoming lopsided because you're feeling a little insecure, you're feeling a little fearful that this is something I need to put so much time, effort, energy. If I don't do it, things are going to go bad, things are going to go haywire, I will not be able to accomplish something. It's like putting the energy of fear into something which you think is very, very important right now, and you're operating from that fear that if I don't do this, it's going to get spoiled. If I don't do this, it will not finish on time. If I don't do this, it's going to be a flop. And on the contrary, what your cards are telling you, that just trust the process and listen to your heart and do what your heart is telling you. The balance will automatically come, Cancer. You won't have to do anything to create the balance. Listen to what your heart is telling you, and you'll automatically start getting a balance in whatever it is that you feel is out of balance. And don't give in to the fear and insecurity that if I stop doing this and I start doing that, then this thing is going to suffer. This is my priority. Yes, it might be your priority, but just visualize it like putting too much fuel in the fire, putting too much wood in the fire. What happens? There is no air, there is no movement, and then the fire is extinguished. That is what it is. You like, the fire will burn out. Let me put more wood, let me put some more petrol, let me put some more whatever. And in that haste and in that insecurity, the entire fire will fizzle out. So you are being urged, don't do that. You seem to be going in that direction where you might fizzle out. No, sorry, not you will fizzle out. I'm very sorry for that. Your energy might fizzle out with respect to whatever you're focused on. Give it some air. Let the air fan the flames a little. You don't need to put too much wood or a fuel in that. The air will do it. Justice Libra is an air sign. So listen to what your heart is telling you about something and trust it. That's the Two of Swords over here. Trust it. Okay? And then follow through. I'm very sorry about that remark, okay? Please do forgive me. Now let's move on to the second week of May. What do you have in the second week of May? Find the blessings in your current situation. So there is something you need to be aware of. I think it's slipping your awareness, Gemini. Sorry, Cancer. This is the second time I fumbled. Maybe there's just one more. Everything happens in threes. So there is something, you need to understand what is happening, why is it happening, right? So I think when you move away from this, then you will create that space to understand it also. Let's see what the tarot is going to tell us. It's like, putting too much thought into one thing hoping that it's going to become better. No, on the contrary, it's getting worse. Stop thinking about it, stop doing it, turn your attention to something your heart loves doing, and then you will see the new thoughts coming in. The universe also wants a little space, within your energy too, so that it can come in, step in, and give you some guidance to see why it is happening and what is the good part about it. We have the Moon card, Seven of Swords, and the Six of Swords. So here, there are some deep issues, emotional issues, which I think you are suppressing, which you do not want to look at, because that's the Seven of Swords over here. This person is confused. Should I take it? Should I not take it? You're also a little confused and, a little, I think, fearful about looking into your heart, looking into certain emotional things, certain emotions, I would say. But, when you realize all of that, then you'll be able to move away from it. That's the Six of Swords for you. So you need to see, what is happening, what is it trying to teach you. Primarily, it is teaching you that no one thing is so important that you forget about other aspects of life. You have to have everything in balance. You have to have everything happening almost, at the same time. Yes, one odd time it can be up and down, but you need to soon regain the balance, because life is not about one thing. Life is about so many things. So this is trying to teach you that everything is equally important. Your relationships are important, your work is important, your food is important, your exercise is important, social service is important, studies are important, money is important, health is important. So here, I think something is out of balance, and here you need to see why is it that you're not giving equal attention to other aspects of life or other aspects of yourself. You don't want to look at certain things, Cancer, but then the second week you will realize those things once you take leave of something which is very prominent or a little overpowering. You'll get an understanding, and it'll help you resolve this. Third week of May, we have see the other person's point of view. So it's very, so see, this is how it's panning out. You take a break from whatever you are doing, you will see something happening. When you see something happening, you will get a deeper understanding of what is happening in your life. The moment you start seeing that, you also will automatically start seeing the other person's perspective. You will start seeing things, from, there are, I think there is another person involved in this, and you are right now a little too focused on yourself to understand, what the other person is experiencing, what they are going through. Okay, Cancer. So you need to, create distance between you and the event which has happened, or whatever it is that you've been so focused on, so that you can understand how the other person is equally important in this. I think you're a little too wrapped up in, yourself right now, or whatever that one thing is you're holding on to, and neglecting other things which are equally important. Where it is a relationship, it is about the other person. Where it is about activities, again, it is about other things. You Everything is adding to you, Cancer. Not only to you, but it adds to all of us. So we can't have lopsided growth, lopsided development. It's like imbalance, right? So it's going to topple off, come crashing down. We don't want that. That's why it's always good to see, take into account different perspectives, other people's opinions, other activities, to balance ourselves. What did I say? Topple down. We cut the Tower card, right? Something needs to, you need a realization which is going to happen in a slightly drastic manner. And when you see the other person's point of view, a lot of things are going to fall into place for you. It's going to be a bit of a shocker for you, Cancer. See, we have the Nine of Wands and the Lovers. The moment you start seeing the other person's point of view, why is it so important? Because there is another person involved in this, Cancer. Okay, so to walk with another person, you need to stay committed. If you want to have the other person or the other activity in your life, you need to stay committed, and you need to realize a few things about the other person as well. It's not about you, completely, Cancer. Because I've got the Lovers card, it's a card of choosing, it's a card of options, and here in your reading, it is a card of having something with you. If you are going to neglect, like I said, it's not about one thing, right? There are 10 things happening with us. If you're going to focus on one and neglect the 9, it's going to be lopsided, it's going to come crashing down like the Tower. And you've got the Tower card here. So it could be things crashing down. It could be things you need to realize, you need to understand. When you take the other person's point of view in account. And we've got the Lovers card. Everything is equally important in life. If you think one thing is more important, you're mistaken, because your reading is telling you have to bring about a balance. Life, then only does life move on. That's how the world moves. Everything is in balance. We have to have day and night. We can't have only day, we can't have only night, we can't have only rains, we can't have only winters. Everything needs to act at its appropriate time, and needs to be taken. Oh, see, that was some kind of explosion I heard, which reminded me of this. So, really, I think it's going to be a bit of a wake up call for you. But if you don't give emphasis, enough importance to everything which is part of you, it's going to be a little unpleasant for you, Cancer. This is just a universe's gentle reminder, I feel, to be appreciative of everything you have in life, and not just for a day or 2 days, and third day you're back to that imbalanced situation. That call, of course, is totally yours, but in the month of May, it's very important you get the realization. In the fourth week of May, we have Teacher. So it's all about learning and teaching, right? Let's see what the teacher is about. Maybe you have a teacher. Some of you who are studying, you might have this could be pertaining to your studies. This could be pertaining to a teacher who is just see how it fits. It could be for some of you. We have um, we can be studying at any time in life, so it could be pertaining to your teacher. Maybe see the teacher's point of view. What is your teacher trying to tell you? Maybe you are quite focused on what you want to do. You're not too cognizant of what your teacher's advice is, so you need to do focus on that. Let's see, we have the Judgment. Okay, so learning from your past. Six of Wands. Got two cards here. King of Wands and the Four of Swords. So you got two wands, you got swords, and you have got the Judgment card. So learn, maybe you've repeated this pattern in the past, Cancer. Okay, so try this card is telling you, the Teacher card is telling you, look back at the past, how things have happened in the past, and take a cue from that. How did things transpire in the past? What happened when you experienced something similar? Would you like to repeat it, or would you like to change it? Would you like to bring a new order for yourself? Because the King of Wands is all about planning, and I think if you figure that out, you will be at peace. You will be able to balance things. It's you've got, see, these two cards. These are two adults, these are two children. I think, see, again, we've got two people over here. In every barring this, in all 3 weeks you have two people. So I think this is got to do with a relationship for most of you. So your relationship, I feel, is a little lopsided, probably because you are too focused on your career, not focusing on your partner. You are too focused on your something like that. See what is going out of balance. See what you're too focused on, and see what you are neglecting. Learn the lessons from the past, Cancer. If you do, you will be at peace. You will be able to make new plans for yourself. And here with the King of Wands, realize, and go back into past and see what was it that you did in the past which worked, and what is it that you did in the past which kind of failed. Learn your lessons from there. That's what the teacher is telling you, that whatever you have experienced very, very recently, it's come here to teach you something. What to see, see how things are working for you. Be count your blessings. Take the other person, make the other person an equal partner, if not more important. But there has to be a balance in your relationship. There is some relationship which is out of balance for you, Cancer, and I think it's primarily because you being very focused on one thing, and you not being focusing on the other person. The relationship can be between you, like I said, between you and a person, you and an activity, you and a teacher, you and anything. Just because that thing is so important to you, you're just blocking out everything else, which is going to cause you a tower moment. So just the more you work with it, this gentle, that blow will be a little gentle for you, but the blow is definitely coming. So it's up to you whether you start picking up the things from here onwards, and seeing, as you move along, you will be prepared for whatever happens, the realization, what happens in the third week of May. Okay, so with that, Cancer, I'll wrap up your reading. Thank you for watching. But definitely, at the end of the month, you will realize a lot of things for yourself. And, when you bear them in mind, you will have your peace of mind. Four of Swords, your mind will be at rest. You would have understood whatever thing is trying to teach you. And, as long as you hold on to it, you will know that, yes, everything is working out nicely with the Six of Wands. So with that, I'll wrap it up. Thanks for watching.